Yeah, it's your boy Girl here, back with another video, and today I got a special video, guys. But today we're back with the best equipments for the new Ultra Blue TURLES. I'm not gonna lie, his card art is sick. It was cool. It's cool, man. Like seeing TURLES, bro. Like getting an Ultra, like not a lot of people really rocks with TURLES, but I kind of see a lot of people just really like hype for TURLES. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's dope. It's dope. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the best equipment for this guy. Defensive character, pretty solid. I think he's a character that you kind of want him to get to that comeback if you really want him to get to that offensive mode. But I mean, even pre-comeback, he's still solid. But it's just like once he starts doing that crazy damage, it's gonna be when he gets post comeback. So yeah, if you guys enjoy these type of videos, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and let's get straight into it. Road to 16K. So when it comes to these equipments, I always try to go with the pure equipment first. Now, pure equipment, if you guys just type in like green rough pure for some base stats, pure equipment are anything that amplifies any attacks or defense that's in the game, or even health, right? Like we got I'm gonna show you guys the wording and everything, but it's like 2 blast defense, 2 blast attack. Those type of wordings are pure, but you need a good amount of base for that to amplify and do crazy numbers. So I'm gonna go with the pures or anything like that, and then we're gonna go with like the base health and all that stuff there. So when it comes to TURLES pure stuff, he has a lot of equipment, but it's really niche. So I'm gonna kind of talk about the ones that's less niche than the other ones, because the ones that's super more niche is like he needs to be ran with this specific character, this specific character, this specific character. Like look at the amount of plat equipments he has. It's a lot. So let's get straight to it. First equipment I want to talk about when it comes to the peer is this new movies equipment here. You guys see this. It's up to double peers for both blast attack and strike attack when he's paired up with a full movies team with double defense and then special move damage there. It's one of the newer equipments. TURLES is more of the blast side of things than strike, but I think no matter what team he's on, he's gonna flourish because he doesn't really have anything that's like, oh, he gets extra strike damage only or only blast damage only. But when it comes to his stats, he favors more the blast attack side than anything else there. So I'm gonna talk about this equipment. That equipment is pretty solid there for TURLES. Any other equipment that's like not really specific for him. Nextly, we got this PO equipment. If you rock him on PO, it's basically the same thing as the one that we had with Bojack. Lower defenses, but he does get like this slot 1 is special move and ultimate damage, so that's nice. But lower defenses there, and then basically the same amount for the pure strike and blast. But this is for PO, and PO has a really good amount of characters to choose from, so that's really nice there in terms of the pure on that. Now when it comes to these other equipments like this one, I'm not really the biggest fan of, because like, oh, you need melee and range. Like he's a defensive type, so I don't know. And then like you got this one here. He gets pure strike and pure blast defense, so you want him to be a little bit tankier. You can give him this strike attack and blast attack, and you probably might go strike defense on the slot 1 or 2. I mean, blast characters are pretty dangerous as well, so either one is fine if you want him to be a little bit more bulky in terms of his pure defense. And when it comes to these other peers, it's really niche for real. Next after that, you got this equipment. He gets base health and restoration. I mean, the fact that he gets pure to 12 is way better than that 10 that we was talking about with that other equipment. And as long as there's another socket from the movies character, so if you rock him on a movies character, it's nice. And if you see other PO characters, so say you rock him with himself, Broly, and then Omega Shenron. This is more of that niche equipment, but this one is really good. He gets base health, health restoration. Every time he gets hit, he heals. So that's nice. Like, he has multiple ways of healing, double defense, and then pure defense, depending on his battle members. So this is one of those more niche equipments. Next after that, you got this equipment here. If you want to rock him on a full Crusher Corps team, if you have like one other Crusher Corps, I think Cacao is probably like the second best character since he has endurance and stuff, then you can really take advantage of this equipment here. Then after that, bro, like I said, when it comes to these other pure equipments, it's all super niche. Like for example, this one, you need to be paired up with Sagas from the movies and PO. I wouldn't say that's his better one. Like this one, he gets health here, so if you, as long as you run God Goku, then he gets the extra pure offenses with that base health. Anything that has base health with TURLES is going to help because he's a defensive character with comeback. So great defense. You want to really prioritize that in a sense. If you rock him with Pycon Gogeta, then he's going to be able to, you know, get this equipment really nice. Base health with pure offenses and then double base defense. Then after that, you got a unit like a equipment like this where it's pure offenses, but right, you need to be paired up with a hybrid Saiyan, then a region character. So he has some decent region characters to be ran with: Kid Buu, Evil Buu, Omega Shenron, Garlic Jr. But when it comes to the hybrid Saiyans, you might want to rock, like, I don't know, there isn't really no good movies hybrid Saiyans for real besides what the Red Transforming Beast from last year. Other than that, I'm not really thinking about anybody unless you leader slot like Ultimate Gohan, for example. So, but this is for the pure strike side. And then when it comes to the other peers, we also got this equipment here that really stands out. It's one of the new PvP equipments. I think this is like a really good pure double health. Double attack, and then he gets pure defense when this character's attack Crusher Corp. So that's going to be applied to himself, which is really nice. You don't got to be, oh, if this the other battle members Crusher Corps or anything like that, which is really nice. And then you also got this equipment that I like, but that's not the peers. So he has multiple peers. I just wanted to point out there, and now I'll kind of talk about like the best ones towards the end of the videos. I just want to show you guys the options. He also got this equipment here with Super 17. Like if he's paired up with Super 17, he gets the pure offenses there, but GT and 17, and then he gets the double blast, double defenses, base defenses there. So next after that, we're gonna go with more of the regular equipment options. You're gonna have equipment that has peers, and then not peers, but health, base blast, base strike. This is the last peer I want to talk about. Is this one: base health, pure strike defense, and then pure blast attack. So basically, they want you to pair them up with the new one-handed Spirit Bomb Goku. So you guys see here, be paired up with another Saiyan, and then paired up with another Saiyan from Sagas from the movies. So if you rock them two together, they're gonna be able to have that pure blast, and then the strike defense, and then the double defense, the base defense, and the base offense with base health. So this one is more like you want to rock the one-handed Spirit Bomb Goku and him together because they're both Sagas from the movies, blast-based type of characters in a sense. Alright, so now let's get with the regular equipments. First equipment I really like is this plat. It's double defense, it's base health, and health restoration. Like I said, TURLES is a character that heals a lot. He has ways of, he's a defensive character, so base health helps, health restoration helps, and then he gets double defense here, base, which is a really good equipment there. He basically gets everything that he kind of needs in this kit, which is really nice. If you want him to be more of a bulk type of character, you don't really care about his damage, that's a really good equipment to use. Next, you got this one here. If you just want just high base strike and blast defense, up to 45. It's part of the Legends ranking exchange shop. You guys can definitely go grind that up. It's been around for some time, so you guys should definitely be able to farm at least one of these up to like Z plus and go godly or Z plus, whatever you guys want to do with that equipment. Next, we got this new equipment here. Every time an Ultra comes out, they always give them a plat. So this one here is okay, right? He gives up to 38 base blast and then 30 strike attack with health restoration. I really feel like it would have been a lot nice if they, or just way better if they would have gave him some type of, maybe like 12% to health restoration, health here, and then put the blast attack here. That would have been a really good equipment. So double offense with the health restoration, the base health. But this is not a bad, if you just want him to get a high base blast and strike with health restoration, you can't go wrong with it. But I want to say this is one of his more optimal equipments. So I just wanted to point that out there because it is a really good equipment, but I just don't think it's like, oh, crazy, right? Next after that, we got this equipment. This equipment I think might be one of his more optimal equipments. Remember, TURLES has more blast attack stats than strike attack stats. So slot 1 he gets 25, and in slot 2 he gets extra defense against Sun Fam. We got a lot of good Sun Fam characters kind of around. We got Ultan, God Goku's around. I want to say he's like top 10 or anything, but then you got the new Goku that just dropped. I see people that's trying to rock the Ultra Gohan. you're kind of seeing some Sun Fam characters. I mean, even you could even say the transforming Vegito and Gogeta, when they're not transformed, they got a Sun Fam character. They got Goku there, and they got for both cards. So taking defense from them, that's really nice. So you got multiple characters that are that Sun Fam, and then extra damage to Sun Fam, and you know they're gonna drop a lot of way better Sun Fams in the future. They love Goku and Gohan, so you're gonna see multiple of them in the future as well. And then he's getting base critical and base health, up to 15 base health. I think this is one of his more optimal equipments. 15 base health as a defensive character. Tank less against Sun Fam, do more against Sun Fam, and then base blast 25, which that's what he prioritizes more than strike. Really good optimal equipment here. Next after this is kind of like the great value version of the first equipment I showed you guys with that Awakened Plat. If you guys don't really care about that and you kind of want something that's a little bit more, that's easier, this one is basically the same thing, double defense and then base health restoration. It's just lower on the stats for slot 1 and slot 2, but in slot 3 is the same thing. So if you kind of want a lesser version, or if you want to rock them together, you guys can, but I just say pick one over the other. Then after that, bro, when it comes to these other equipments here, anything that kind of like sticks out to me, none of these other ones kind of stick out. They're decent, but I don't really think they're like, oh, like crazy, right? This one here, I'm curious to see. I never seen this one before. Oh, this one actually pretty good. When did this drop? This is actually not bad for TURLES, right? You guys see here, health restoration, base health, and then pure strike if this character is a battle type defense. So I mean, that's catered to TURLES. I don't know when they dropped this equipment. Maybe they just dropped it, but I mean, the fact that he gets that is insane. And then blast defense. So this one is not a bad equipment as well. He's getting pure, he's getting base health, health restoration, and blast defense. So that's a really good equipment if you want him to be more of the bulkier side. Other than that, these other equipments here is not bad. This one kind of sticks out to me too, because he gets up to 35 base blast attack, and then 10 strike attack, and then base health is 10. This is a really good equipment. It's a regular gold equipment. It's not hard to get godly. So something like that is pretty easy for him as well. And then other than that, that's pretty much it with his equipment. So if I was to have to rank the best equipments for TURLES, when it comes to optimal, I definitely think this one is optimal. This fruit of the tree of might is really good. It's crazy how this equipment was supposed to be intended for that yellow TURLES that dropped, but now like its value is holding up now because of the ultra TURLES being blast based. So this one is a really good equipment to have. 15 base health, and then extra defense and extra damage to Sun Fam, and then 25 base blast. It's a really good equipment. So I definitely think this is a really optimal equipment for him. And then it kind of just depends here, like how you want to pivot with this TURLES. You want him to be a full tank. The next equipment I'll go is this one here, double defense with base health and health restoration. Like I said, every time he gets hit, he heals by 3%. And I believe when he gets hit for the first time, he heals by 10%. I think every time like his gauge gets procced by anything he does, he heals by 10% or something. Something like that. Something crazy. And having that extra health restoration and extra base health just makes him be able to absorb a lot more hits. And then the double defense is here, 30 and 20. It's pretty good in my opinion. So if you want to go more the tankier route, I'll definitely rock with that equipment. Basically has everything that he needs. And then when it comes to this final equipment, I think it comes to like really trying to build a pure equip. So do you want him to be equipment where it has like pure defense on there, right? Like for example, like this one, I think if you're going to rock him with other sagas from the movies and PO characters, then this is a really good equipment. So say for example, you rock him with Garlic Jr., or you rock him with Ultra Frieza. I'm trying to just think of any other free, like the new red LF Broly. Any characters that's PO and sagas from the movies, if you're able to make a team like that with him, then I'll definitely say this will be his last equipment here. So you can get the both pures, you get the both base defense, and then you get health and health restoration. So with those equipments that I kind of talked about, those three, he's getting up to 35 base health, he's getting 20% health restoration, he's getting around 45 on the strike, I think on the blast defense, and then he's getting up to 35 on the strike defense. Then he's doing extra damage to Sun Fam and tanking less against Sun Fam, and then 25 to base blast. Pretty insane. And he also got some great Zenkai buffers. I believe LF Kid Buu buffs blue PO. So since he does blast attack and defense, it'll help him out really well. And then you also have LF DBS Broly that does blue movies. So those are his 2 best Zenkai buffers. Then you have like Namek Goku that might be 3rd. But those are really like his top 3 Zenkai buffers. And they're really good. You got one that caters more to the blast side. You have DBS Broly that's more on the strike side. Then you have Namek Goku that's double offense. So I think those are his best Zenkai buffers. Those are, in my opinion, his top 3 best equipments to use. The Pier can be swapped over anything, depending on what teams and setups and stuff you rock with him. Switches. Say if you want to rock him with God Goku, then you switch this Pier here. You switch it with this one. Or say you have a setup where you have hybrids and regen, you rock this setup. Say you want to rock him with Super 17, you rock with this setup. Say you want to rock him with the new LF One-Handed Spirit Bomb Goku LF, you rock this equipment. So the Piers kind of just depends on what type of niche setups and teams that you build, or you might just not care about the niche and maybe just rock this equipment here. Alright, I know for a fact that I'm going to get these every single time. I don't got to build no niche team. I could just go with this. So I think the 3rd slot Pier kind of just depends on what type of team setups you're going to main them on. The plat ones are way better than this one, but this one is more like no matter what team he's on, he's going to get the Piers and all that, because that applies to himself. So I would say any of the go with, like I said, with the 1st slot, with the 1st equipment, any of these Piers, like this one here. Then you got all these platinum ones here, all these plat ones, depending on what your team setups are. Then after that, I'll say this one here, it's really powerful, tank. And then after that, this one here for sure. Those are really like my top 3. That 3rd Pier, that 3rd slot that involves the Pier, depends on what team you build. But I'll definitely say these are the one that catches my eye. Frenzied Power Awakened. If you don't want to awaken that one, then you can go with the lesser version of this one. And then definitely go get this one for sure. Like 35 base health. He gets up to 20% health restoration. Like this guy will be scary. Like he'll be annoying to deal with. So definitely go farm out those equipments, man. Turles will go crazy. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of him doing a lot of damage. I feel like he's a character that just soaks up all the damage, because all the teams, he has so many characters that does offensive stuff. He's PO, Saiyans, and movies. Like there's so many characters on these 3 tags that does a lot of damage. So him just being a tank, I think he can fulfill his role for real. He doesn't have to be someone that's like a defensive but wants to do a lot of offensive. Make him full defense, bro. Make him full defense. So I've been ranting a lot, but these are like my favorite equipments for him. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's been rough, and I'm out. Peace.